Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today I'm going to be doing my 5 bold predictions for the Houston Astros going into the ALCS series against the Texas Rangers, as the Astros are 24 hours away from facing the Texas Rangers in Game 1 of the ALCS. I'm so excited. I'm so pumped for this series, and this is the Texas Showdown. I think it's going to be a great series. I think it's going to, out of all playoff series before in this postseason so far, the ALDS, the wild card, and even this other series that the Diamondbacks and the Phillies are about to play, and even whoever the World Series is, I think this will be the best playoff matchup of the postseason, throughout the whole postseason. And you got two Texas teams. This is the Battle of Texas. Whoever wins it, which with all the battles that these two teams were having throughout the division, the regular season, the Astros dominated the Rangers in the regular season. And not only that, but the division race these two teams had, the last series of the season where the Rangers struggled against the Mariners and the Astros sweep the Diamondbacks, and the Astros ultimately won the division. You had multiple, benches clearing between these two teams this year, and lots of drama between these two teams this season. And now, one of these two teams gets to have the final word, and the final say, and moves on to potentially win the World Series. I think it's going to be a great series. And as an Astros fan, I think the Astros have to be the favorites. I believe the only people that are going against the Astros are Rangers fans or people that are still upset about 2017. So Dodgers fans, Yankees fans, and just haters. So, this is all in favor of the Astros. The Astros have the home field advantage. I know people say, well, the Astros sucked at home throughout the regular season. Well, I'll tell you guys this. The postseason at Minute Maid Park is a way different environment than the regular season is. And I'm talking about just the fans and how loud it is in there compared to what it is in the regular season. It's a different environment, and these guys play different in the postseason than in the regular season when at Minute Maid Park. The Astros haven't been as bad as they were this season at Minute Maid Park in the past, but look at the last couple of postseasons. In the Minnesota series, they only played 2 games in Houston. They went 1-1. But we'll go back to the 2022 postseason. The Astros were 5-1 in the postseason in their World Series run. The season before, in the 2021 postseason, they were 5-3 in the postseason. So, when I look at it, the Astros have been dominant in the postseason at home before. They have home field advantage in this series, and not only that, but not only have they been dominant at home in the playoffs before, but the Rangers have been bad on the road in the regular season. Although the Rangers have been playing some great some great baseball on the road in the playoffs so far. They beat Tampa Bay twice, and they beat Baltimore twice. So, I'm not going to go and say Texas has been terrible on the road. That's the regular season. That's the regular season, and Texas is 4-0 on the road in the postseason. So I'm not going to focus on past for them, but I will say the Astros have been one of the best road teams in the MLB this year. They finished with the third best record at 51-30, and not only did they do that, but they also are 2-0 in the postseason on the road. So the Astros are a good. It's when you look at stuff like that. The Astros are a good home team in the playoffs. The Rangers have been a good road team in the playoffs so far, but in the regular season, we're bad on the road. The Astros are one of the best road teams in baseball, while the Rangers are a very good team when playing at home. So, I think it's going to be a very, very interesting series. But getting into my bold predictions for this series, I'm going to start off with a guy who killed Texas when meeting up with them this year, and that's Jose Altuve. He had a 3-run home run game against the had a three home run game against the Texas Rangers early in the season and went completely crazy. I think he hit it was 2 games where he hit 5 home runs against the Texas Rangers, and I see Altuve carrying that over to the postseason. I have Jose Altuve hitting 3 home runs and 9 RBIs in this series. And ultimately, when the Astros move on to the World Series, I have Jose Altuve winning the ALCS MVP for the Houston Astros. Getting into bold prediction number 2, the guy who was very good, very solid against Texas this season when the Astros met up with Texas, Kyle Tucker. He was terrible in the ALDS, batted 143th. I believe he only had 1 hit. That was a double in Game 1. I think he bounces back for the Houston Astros. I'm expecting a decent series for him. I don't really have a stat line prediction for him, but I'm just thinking that we're going to see a very solid series from Kyle Tucker, trying to get some redemption from his last 4 games against the Minnesota Twins. Then getting into a guy who got really hot at the end of the ALDS in the final 2 games, Jose Abreu. I think he is going to have another dominant series. I have Jose Abreu having 2 home runs and 7 RBIs in this series and having another big series. Now, so that's bold prediction number 3. I'm not going to really get into Yordan Alvarez because I don't really have to talk about him. It's October baseball. Of course, Yordan's going to do good, but another guy I think will have a really solid series, an underrated series, is Justin Verlander. I have Justin Verlander getting 2 starts. Of course, he's starting tomorrow, Game 1. I have Justin Verlander also going on the mound for the Houston Astros in Game 6 and as a closeout game. So I have Justin getting this series off with a win tomorrow. And I also have him finishing off this series. I think he'll be a big part of this series. I think he'll pitch Game 1 and Game 6, and ultimately, I think he'll pitch pretty good in those 2 games. And then getting into the last bold prediction, I have the Astros winning this series in 6 games. The Astros winning Game 1 and Game 2. I have the Rangers winning Game 3. I have the Astros winning Game 4. I have the Rangers winning Game 5. And then I have the Astros closing this series out in 6. And the Astros moving on to their 3rd straight World Series and having a chance to win back-to-back World Series, which I think only one, it hasn't been done in like 20-something years or something. So, yeah, I'm excited as an Astros fan. Rangers fans should be excited too. But let's see what happens. May the best Texas team win. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoy their thoughts, and peace out.